Here we are. We're just coming around South Stack. We've done North Stack. It was a bit lumpy.
It was very lumpy.
It was yeah, it was good. I would have filmed it, but I was hanging on. And this is now South Stack. I never get tired of this this headland. It's a really impressive headland. I love it. Oh, we're just changing tack, so we're losing a bit of the wind. Look at that, beautiful. Unfortunately, it's closed to visitors due to COVID, so you can't go in. I think it's the South Stack. It might be the North Stack that's closed to visitors for COVID. Anyway, if you get the chance to visit whichever one's open, when it's open, it's really worthwhile. All right, my love.
I'm all right. You might need to...
Well, we're sailing along. Well, I suppose we're motoring rather than sailing, but it's still rather nice. You can see all the Llyn Peninsula there. Those hills in the background and disappearing into the cloud. And we're heading down Anglesey coast, and we're heading to an anchorage, which is an island at the bottom here. It's a bit of a favourite of mine, actually. I really like it here. We've had lots of really calm anchorage moments. I've always wanted to swim, and I've never done it. So today, I think no matter what, when we get anchored up behind these islands, I am going to go for a dip and try and enjoy the moments that I have. Sometimes I think we forget to live in the moment and just enjoy every minute that we have. So today is going to be one of those days for me. This is the Anglesey coast as we sail along. It's quite calm out now we've gone through the stacks. It's a good day. Well, we're celebrating. This is the first bit of sunshine we've seen in probably a month. We've had quite a lot of grey skies, quite blustery winds and quite a bit of rain, so woohoo, it's gonna shine and hopefully it'll be sunny for my swim. We're approaching one of my favourite spots to anchor the boat now. Here's the island. You can see an old lighthouse, that white sort of speck on top, and I'm really looking forward to getting on anchor and having a look at the beautiful beach here. Oh, so excited. So beautiful. Alan's down below just checking the tidal heights and ranges so that we can work out how much anchor chain to put out. Nearly time. Here's Seagull at anchor. We're in Llanddwyn Island. It is beautiful, the sun's out. The clouds look amazing in the background. We can see white water crashing over the bar, but the tide's just about turning now. It's a great spot, lots of beaches. We're here for the evening, and then tomorrow we're going to head into Carnarvon Bay. Did you hear me?
No.
When we were coming in, Dave said, "Oh, I'm going to turn around and go out because it's getting a bit shallow here." So he turned around and I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Well, I just don't want to run aground." He says.
There she goes.
In the meantime, I bumped my...
I'm so cold.
Is it that bad, really?
No, I'm all right. I'm just very hot. When you get in when you've been hot flushing, George, the delta T is bloody massive.
But we're basically heading home.
She's away.
That's it, a minute.
Alan, get your camera
Sorry.
out of the way.
I'm in.
She's in, happy as a lark.
Yes, I'm enjoying my swim.
Happy as a pig in shit.
Llanddwyn Island. Never done it, always wanted to.
You've never swum here?
No.
God. Is there a current?
A little, I think, yeah.
Spike on the way out.
Isn't this the time you normally say, come in, it's lovely?
This is quite a current though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
But we have got the dinghies, so...
yes, we went. It is, yeah, it's lovely actually.
Alan, as we're going out there, we want you to get into the dinghy.
I'll rescue you.
Save us, right?
Here we are in Llanddwyn Island. This is Pilot's Cove, one of our favourite anchorages. You can see a seagull and seagulls on the right and Aquila on the left. And there's Tish having a nice wander up the beach. Beautiful, beautiful little lady. No, beautiful little...
Here we are, we found the Fisherman's Cottages. Just approaching them now. Lovely whitewashed, sandy frontage. Let's go and have a look and see if we can find out more about them. It says, welcome to the Pilot's Cottage exhibition. I don't know if we'll see much. Maybe we can look through a window. I don't know. Even if the camera will do it. There you can see some furniture inside. But that's about it. Inside this one you can see an old dresser, tables, the range, the ladders that lead to the upstairs. Fascinating. It's like going back in time. This place is just stunning. We've walked along and come across this ruin. We don't know what it is, we're going to have to look it up. But there are lots of Celtic crosses. You can see one through that window on the right. Maybe it's something, monastery, Celtic religion, I don't know, we'll have to find out. Stunning day. I have to recommend this anchorage, it's so good. People should visit here who come to Wales. So the room we're in was the patron saint of Lovers Church. It was a rags to riches story. People used to come here even after the roof had gone, just the porch survived on St Mark's Day to commemorate it being here and celebrating lovers all round. What an amazing story.
We just dropped in out of the sky.
This island just gets better and better. Huge sand dunes in the background, and you can see all the way down onto a private beach here. I haven't even seen the causeway yet. I think if we head this way, we'll see it. And here we are at the causeway. You can see it going all the way across. You can see the wet sand actually where the tide comes in, and the forest on the other side is on the mainland. I think George has gone to explore a bit more, so I'm going to go follow her and have a look. We want to see sort of which bit covers, I suppose. We found a tower, an old beacon for navigating Sailor's Way. And there's the boat, anchor. That's Aquila. And seagull is there. There we are. Enjoying a perfect view in the bay. I think Alan's gone to investigate what this shed is. So the structure turns out to be some sort of old boathouse. It is in remarkably good nick. And there's a sort of, I don't know, it's like an open sort of rockway. I've climbed down quite a long way that goes out to the cove, Pilot's Cove. The views just go on and on here. out across the bay. We've walked up this track and we've come to a lighthouse. And it was to guide the ships in across Carnarvon Bar, where we're headed tomorrow. It's not in use anymore, but the views up here are amazing. And the sea state today just looks lovely. It's so calm. We're going to have a really good night at anchor, I think. But the walls are still really intact. The views are amazing. It's a really interesting place. You can peer through the windows and see the rooms of the old cottages. And here's Alan with the drone reading the board. It goes all the way around. And as we come round, again, we come back to Seagull on anchor. There she is.
Six o'clock in the morning, we're anchored at Llanddwyn Island. Apologies if I'm destroying the language again. And it's just a beautiful morning, look at that. Wonderful pre-dawn. Snowdonia mountains there. And as we come round, that's where we're going later on in the day. We see a beautiful, not blank, moon. Look at that. There we are. Llanddwyn, Pilot's Cove, really spectacular. Only recently discovered why it's called Pilot's Cove. It wasn't the cottages that that I've always thought were fishermen's cottages are actually the pilots' cottages. So they piloted boats from Carnarvon. There they are. And those are called Pilot's Cottages, so this is called Pilot's Cove. There's Aquila at anchor. Obviously had a very peaceful night. A beautiful start to the day.
Alan's awake and doing his morning breakfast dance, as you can see.
dancing.
Yeah, tap dancing. We've woke up on this beautiful anchorage and it's time for a brekkie recce. Now, we're not lucky enough to have a grill on this boat, so we are going to try breakfast wraps. So Alan's cooking the sausages and the beans and everything else. He's pre-grated the cheese there and he's got the wraps out ready to heat them up. So I'm hoping this is going to be a breakfast spectacular. It's going to be a new one for us, this.
There is no doubt in your mind. This
No
is
doubt.
going to be fantastic.
It's always about food.
Here we go. This is our full-on breakfast wrap. It's got egg, bacon, sausage, beans, cheese. Is that everything? Egg,
I think
bacon,
that's
sausage,
everything.
oh, and mushrooms.
Oh, mushroom.
Here we go. Oh, look at that bad boy.
It's going to be good, I can tell already.
Look at that.
Oh, breakfast on board. And who would not want breakfast on board with these views? Oh, look at us.
Here we are, we're crossing Carnarvon Sandbar. You can see Aquila behind us where they belong. There's the green buoy, I think that's C2, 3 maybe. And then if we spin round, there's Tish. And then we're coming up on the next pair, which is there ahead of us. It's very benign today, so hopefully we won't have any trouble.
We've arrived in Carnarvon Dock. It's been a lovely day today, so I've managed to scrub the deck. Alan might show you the clean deck if I'm lucky. Clean the cockpit out, absolutely covered in sand after our swimming and our adventures ashore on the island. Tomorrow we're thinking we will all go for an adventure on Aquila. So we're all going out on Aquila and we're going to go through the Swellies. David's never been through the Swellies before, so we're going to go through the Swellies. I think the plan is, once we've gone through, to come straight back. And then we'll have another night in Carnarvon Dock. Well, it's getting nearer 9 o'clock, sunset, and there's this beautiful sunset this evening. Can't believe this when I walked up from the boat. Just come out for a bit of a walk to stretch my legs, and that was what greeted us. Awesome. Here's just a little bit of our evening stroll. The castle's beautifully lit. We're just exploring some of the pieces on the front here that come from old ships, old mooring buoys, bits of gears. It's a nice little historical tour if you've not been to Carnarvon. It's well worth a visit. Fab facilities, great for sailors, fantastic castle, many cafes and restaurants. If you've never been here in Wales to Carnarvon, it's worth the effort to cross Carnarvon Sandbar. The castle's looking rather spectacular, all lit up tonight. Beautiful blue night sky. Fab place. So we've left Carnarvon this morning. We're going out on Yacht Aquila. So all 4 of us are together on Yacht Aquila. Seagull is still on her berth and we're heading up the Menai Straits. We're hoping, if the timing is okay, that we're going to get to go through the Swellies. It was a bit tricky getting out this morning, so we're just going to wait and see if we get there in time. Views are gorgeous, sun is shining. You can see the voyage that we're following up the channel. We're doing about 10.5 knots over ground with the current underneath us. Hopefully we'll get to film the bridges and the Swellies for you.